Welcome to this ToolHound Learning Center video on configuring notifications. In this video, we'll discuss what notifications are and how they differ from scheduled reports and other reports sent by email. We'll also look at how to implement notifications. Notifications are emails sent with data in the body of the email. This is different from either a scheduled report or an emailed report in that data is sent as an attachment. There are two types of notifications, standard and background. For a standard notification, you build the body of the email using both text and variables. When the notification is sent after being triggered by an event, such as a requisition is created or a PO is approved, those placeholder variables are replaced with data that appear in the body of the email. There are three background notifications: low inventory, service due, and overdue issues. There's no one specific thing that can trigger a background notification. So in this case, it acts more like a report in that it runs usually once a day. Let's explore the notification page, and we'll walk through creating a notification. As you can see, the notifications page does not quite look the same as the email tab of a report. When notifications are sent by email, they have a fixed subject line, and that's the document event, followed by the company alias. When you create a new notification, you first of all select the document type at the top left corner. Based on the document type, different events will be available. Then, as usual, you would select a visibility. Specify the recipients of this notification by either selecting users with email addresses or typing email addresses in the email list. Build the body of the email in the notification text box at the bottom right-hand corner by typing text, then selecting fields from the field list as you go. Notifications are not conditional on the data, so keep in mind that every time an event is triggered, an email will be sent. Let's create a notification for every transaction requisition that is created. Start by clicking plus. In the document type list, select Transaction Requisition. Now we can select the event, created, set the visibility. Normally we would set the organization, but in this case I'm going to select the stocking point. We could set the minimum document total and the originator, which is the user who creates the document. Next, we'll select the recipients by selecting a user, and I'll add another recipient by typing in the email list. Now, using the fields list in conjunction with the text box, we're going to create the body of the email. So start typing your message in the notification text box, and when you reach the point where you want to insert a piece of data, in this case the requisition number, click it in the field list on the left, and you can see that the variable is inserted in the text box. Continue typing the rest of your message until you want to add another field. In this case, it's going to be the first name and the last name. And we'll continue by adding the requested date. Notification emails support HTML tags. So for any formatting, be sure to use HTML tags to add additional line breaks, bold, italics, headings, etc. When done creating your notification, click Save. This is the email resulting from the transaction requisition notification that we created. Note that the subject line is fixed with the document and the event followed by the company alias. The placeholders in the body of the email were replaced or auto-populated with data coming from the document. The BR tags were turned into carriage returns in the body of the email. Next, let's walk through creating all three of the background notifications: below minimum quantity on hand, service due, and overdue issues. There are two major differences with background notifications. The first is that it is not triggered by a specific event, so we're polling once or more often a day. The other is that the body of the email is a fixed message. Click plus to add a new notification record. In the document type list, select part numbers, and in the event, select below minimum quantity on hand. Set the visibility, then set the recipients for this notification. I'm going to select a user. Now click Save. That's all there is to creating this notification. Let's clear the page and click plus to start our next notification. In the document type list, we'll select serialized inventory, and the event will be service due. We'll select the visibility, and I'm going to select a recipient from the users. In this example, I have an in-house service team that will receive the email. Click Save, and the notification is done. Next, the notification for the overdue issues. We'll clear the page and click plus. From the document type list, we'll select transaction, and the event will be overdue issues. We'll set our visibility and select our recipients and click Save. This is the result of the part numbers below minimum quantity on hand notification. In this example, I have multiple stocking points, so each stocking point is listed in bold, and each part number is listed with the description, the current quantity on hand, and the minimum quantity on hand. This is the email resulting from the serialized inventory service due notification. Again, we have multiple stocking points, and for each stocking point, it looks very similar to the service due report. We have the part number, description, item ID, serial number, current status of the item, in whose possession it is currently, along with all the details of the required service. Here is an example of the overdue issues notification email. It looks very similar to the issues report. Again, I have multiple stocking points, so it's broken out by stocking point, and you can see all the information related to the specific item, the transaction number, and the entity to whom it's issued. Again, this is for all overdue issues. It's not restricted to a single entity. Let's take a look at background notification runs. Background notification shows the audit trail of every single run or execution of any background notification you have set up. The three columns on this page are the notification event, the date and the time of the send, and the message. Now that you're ready to configure your own notification, let's review some tips. Make sure your notifications aren't going into your junk folder by setting the from address to your safe senders list. When editing the notification body, click to select the fields where you want them as you are typing. Otherwise, these fields will be appended to the end of the email body. Background notifications have a fixed body, so no matter what you type in the notification box, it will be disregarded. And on-premise systems must be configured for sending email. You can check the documentation for this and other configuration parameters specific to notifications. Thank you for watching this ToolHound Learning Center video. For any questions, please contact our support team. And remember, subscribe and hit the notification bell.